Good morning, my lovely Libras. Sorry, guys, I just got out of the shower and I'm trying to get these done before I head out for the day. So let's see what you guys can expect for Virgo season. Astrologically, you will have Venus, your ruling planet, moving into Libra here in the next couple of days. And you do still have the South Node there in the early degrees. So those of you that have personal placements in those early degrees might still be kind of struggling with letting go and things of that nature. But not a whole lot otherwise going on for you guys as far as the astrology goes. I believe the eclipse happens in Virgo, so you guys shouldn't be too awful bad. Let's see what the cards have to say here. Virgo season as a whole for Libras. King of Cups, see? Not too bad. So this is definitely either you being someone who is very emotionally stable, emotionally available, someone who's able to give good, solid, compassionate, understanding advice, or somebody in your realm being that person for you. So this is actually very nice. It's very loving. It's very warm energy. What is something unexpected? Knight of Swords, and look, he's coming towards this King of Cups. So there's some message that comes out of nowhere that's kind of, could be a little feisty. Keep that in mind. This is almost like, I'm feeling like that's very much somebody comes at you with something and you're able to like get your emotions under control and not react, and able to have a good, compassionate, empathetic conversation here. So, how to stay grounded. No. Oops, I turned them upside down. 9 of Swords. Make sure you're not hiding from the pain, from the anxiety, from the depression. It is one thing that I notice about Libra is y'all fight so hard to stay on that light side of the scales. But Libra season is the season where we move from having mostly sun to mostly dark, okay? You've got to be able to learn how to work with both sides of the spectrum as a Libra. If you have a Libra sun, that's very difficult, obviously, because the sun wants to shine. But definitely make sure that you're dealing with both sides of the spectrum. You're not just staying in the love and light and high vibes only. You have to deal with the darker side as well. You have to do that shadow work. You've got to find the balance within yourself rather than trying to project that balance out into the world around you, okay? So you do that shadow work, pay attention to the things that make you anxious, that make you feel down, and actually face them head on and work with them, okay? An important emotion. Oh, you got 2. We've got a 7 of Cups and a 4 of Cups. All right, so a lot of stuff on the plate. Distractions out there. There's kind of like a reminiscing of the past, and that maybe is keeping you in a little bit of a daze, keeping you confused, having you in a space where you don't really know which way to go. Maybe even like not being able to see what's right in front of you because of this cloud, because of the confusion, or the fact that there's just so much going on in your life that you're struggling with actually being able to be an active participant in your life, okay? So pay attention to that feeling, pay attention to how it makes you feel. This likely comes right back to facing those fears, facing those things that cause you anxiety and depression. Pay attention to your dreams. If you're having a lot of nightmares, there's probably messages in there as well. Something that will inspire. Ooh. Things moving fast. So something's breaking loose for you here. Something is allowing you to move forward with something. You could have been, putting in the work for something new to happen. You could have maybe let go of someone. I mean, with the South Node in Libra, there has been a lot of letting go of that people pleasing and stuff. And something in that is finally like breaking through for you and allowing you to move forward. And that really could have a lot to do with like almost feelings of regret, almost feelings of what if I left the wrong person behind, or what if I left the wrong situation behind, or something along those lines. Okay, so deal with those as they come up. But there is this inspiration in the fact that things are moving forward. The things that you've been working on are coming in for you, okay? Spirit guides speaking to you. Spirit, oh. Ace of Wands. So look here. Ace of Wands, looking at that Eight of Wands. There's an offer in here. And this is really standing out. So you got the offer coming in. Something fun, something that you're passionate about, that gives you a lot of drive, that is allowing things to move forward, right? And that could have a lot to do with this guy here, where you're worrying about the past, you're worrying about the losses, you're reminiscing about what's not there anymore, and you're missing that offer that's coming in, that offer that's being handed to you, right? So if you're seeing some kind of offer come in, take a moment to step back and realize that that is something that is coming from God. So in the aces, you'll always see how it's the hands coming out of the clouds, right? This is like, it's not necessarily another person offers it to you. It's like an opportunity lands in your lap. It is a new beginning that is coming from God, Spirit, Universe, whatever you're calling it, right? Okay. And how to best support yourself. How to best support yourself. Boy, why did I know that was coming out? Okay. Devil. Get control. Get control of the ugly things. Get control of your obsessions. Get control of your addictions. So I'm almost feeling like your kindness, your people pleasing is creating problems for other people, which is why you may be getting this argument coming in. Someone coming in, calling you out on something. You're over here thinking you're being kind, thinking you're being helpful, but in reality, it's causing problems for someone else because you're neglecting things in the name of not upsetting other people. Okay? This is why, and I feel for Libra, I really do. Because, again, y'all try so hard to stay on that light side of things, and it's almost like you're afraid if the scales tip the other way that you'll get stuck in that darkness. But by not dealing with that darkness, what you're doing is you're just passing on trauma to the next person and the next person and the next person. So when this is how to stay grounded and this is how to support yourself, this is telling me you guys have stuff that you're shoving in a box you're not dealing with, and it's time to deal with it so that you can get through it and actually move on, instead of leaving it stuck in your subconscious and passing it out on everybody else around you. It is really difficult to move forward in a wonderful way in life when you're a whole hot mess inside, okay? You're going to have a difficult time interacting with others, which is what Libra wants to do, right? But you're going to have a difficult time doing that in a very healthy manner, okay? And we do have Ace of Cups on the bottom here. So there's new beginnings that are happening. There are new offers. There's new, all kinds of new opportunities that are happening here. But you've got to do that shadow work. You've got to dig in deep. You've got to feel the feelers. You've got to figure out the trauma. You've got to work through that so that you can move forward in a more productive way and interact with others in a more meaningful manner as well. So let me pull some clarifiers on our King of Cups here. We have Temperance, Ten of Cups, and Eight of Wands. Okay. Alrighty. And Three of Swords on the bottom. So, Three of Swords here. There's this heartache. There is something that hurts, that is shoved in your subconscious that you're not dealing with, right? And what that's doing is it's almost like it's putting you in a place where you're just trying to keep the peace, like at your own expense. And they're moving forward. They're absolutely moving forward. But remember when we had this confirmation of the Eight of Wands here. So these things are happening fast, good or bad. So this is very much feeling very, you gotta pull your head out of the sand, deal with reality, deal with the trauma, and work through it so that when things are starting to move forward, because they're gonna go fast, you're not just standing in this place of trying to keep the peace. You're not just trying to make everybody around you feel comfortable. You are finding your space where you belong in the equation and where you're comfortable in this situation. So you've definitely got to take control of your own life here and stop allowing other people's emotions to control you. Okay? What is influencing? That's too many. I don't like to take that many. Just one, please. What is influencing Virgo season? We've got beauty. Okay. So it's like there's something here that is really, really, really nice, right? Like there's something here that, like with the Ace of Cups on the bottom here and this Ace of Wands coming in, there is something that is so beautiful and nice and comfortable in your realm, but you've got to make sure that you're in a good place to be able to receive it, right? So what is your advice? What is your advice? Self-love. There you go. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you are digging into your own psyche. Make sure that you are fixing yourself and finding your own balance within rather than without. And we have, again, beginnings on the bottom here. So like there's just new things coming in, right? But you've got to make sure that you are prepared for it. Something that I don't think is talked about enough, and I think I'm going to end up doing a series on these later, is leaning into the planet that is exalted in your sign. And for Libra, that is Saturn. Having boundaries, good, strong boundaries, standing in your personal authority. That is going to help a Libra placement find the inner balance in order for the outside world to balance around you. Okay? You've got to actually face the ugly stuff, because Saturn definitely can bring up a lot of the ugly stuff just as much as Pluto can. So definitely lean into wherever Saturn is in your chart. Apply that energy to your Libra placements. Make sure you have those boundaries. Make sure you're standing on business and you're not allowing other people to push you around because you don't want to upset them. It's not their stuff, is not your responsibility. You are your responsibility, okay? Hope that is helpful, and take care of yourselves.